What's up, you guys? Happy eclipse season. If you saw it, if you're in North America, you know how cool it was. Honestly, that was one of the coolest events of my life. I'm so happy I drove to Toledo to see it. I was like, you know what? I gotta be in 100% totality, and it was so worth it. So I expect very, very powerful changes from this eclipse. But of course, I had to do an eclipse series. You know, this is just such powerful energy. I was like, let me take advantage. It's not going to come around in the contiguous US for another 20 years. So let's do it up. Okay, 5 groups, as you can see. This is going to be all about how the eclipse is affecting you, and really how the moon in particular is kind of working with that eclipse to impact your life, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. All right, that's why I got all these moons out. So group 1, blue moon right here, bright blue. If you're feeling that, go for group 1. In group 2, I believe this is black obsidian. Could be onyx. I feel like it's obsidian. Group 2, if you are feeling the black one. Group 3, we have this red one. So if you're feeling this energy, go for group 3. Group 4, we have this green malachite moon. If you're feeling this energy, go for group 4. And then in group 5, we have this dark blue energy. So if you're feeling this energy, go for group 5. So pause the video if you need to. I always do that and pick a card readings just to kind of feel out the energy, see which groups are calling me in, and then whichever group or groups I feel most gravitated towards, obviously I go for that. So take a minute, pause the video, do what you got to do, take a deep breath, and I will catch you in your reading. What's up, group 1? Trust your instincts because you are in the right place to find out how this eclipse, this crazy energy is impacting you. Eclipses bring huge change, so I'm super excited to dive into this, see what's going on for you. All right, so you guys chose this blue moon right here, blue moon. So I don't know why I'm getting, okay, that just like literally came to me. Maybe there's something about, you know, blue moons are full moons that happen twice in a month. So I'm actually not sure when the next blue moon is. I think last year it was August, I believe. Why do I want to say it was August 1st and 31st? That was either last year or the year before. But yeah, I don't know if it's coming up around then in the summertime, but I'm getting something about once in a blue moon, which kind of makes sense with this eclipse. So yeah, I feel like there's something that's happening like once. I don't know why I'm hearing once every 1,000 years, like once every 100,000 years. Like there's a very rare moment that's happening. And I don't know if it's like this eclipse itself or something as a result of this eclipse is happening for you, but I'm getting something with this blue moon energy. So let's find out more. Okay, so this is actually the entire Moonology series. So obviously for an eclipse, I had to break it out. All right, so you guys got new moon in Pisces. Okay, so it is a new moon. So new moons are all about new, especially with eclipse energy, all about new, clean slate, powerful change. Meditate and contemplate. Okay, so Pisces energy is all about, you know, it's ruled by Neptune, so dreamy, magical. They're known as the grandparent of the zodiac. I definitely feel like there's something about, this is a time to imagine. I keep hearing the word imagine. Should break out my imagine stone. Imagination. Feeling called to bring it out for you, group 1. Yeah, there's definitely something, and I'm getting this blue energy already right here, blue and blue. All right, then we have first quarter moon in Pisces. Pisces, again, honoring your feelings. There's definitely something about going inward, group 1. I feel like that's really important for your soul right now, that the eclipse is telling you. That's what it's telling you to do, go inward. Cold moon, face your fears. Yeah, I mean, that's what you do when you go inward, right? It's shadow work. It's stuff that comes up that is bubbling to the surface. It feels like there's something inside of you that you need to clear. I'm almost getting this clear resistance energy for you. And I feel like in order to do that, there's definitely something about meditate. I mean, this person's literally meditating, right? And I'm almost getting, I know this isn't a lightning bolt, but it kind of reminded me of one at first. I'm almost getting something about like, especially with the way it's kind of coming off this person's head. Yeah, it's almost like there's a breakthrough or a lightning strike coming through for you. Yeah, and you get this through meditation. My bad, my camera just went weird. But yeah, okay, you get this through meditation, going inward. So group 1, yeah, there's something that I feel like you need to reflect on. Use your imagination. Why did I just hear that Justin Timberlake song in my head? Because I've been listening to his album. I'm feeling called. I have 2 of these Wandering Moon tarot decks, group 1. And I want to, I'm using both of them, but I feel called to use the dark one. That one just came out. I'm hearing use it. Okay. I feel like called to turn it over right now. 7 of Wands, Leo energy. All right, Leo energy, Lion energy. Love, pride, they rule the heart chakra. All right, give me something for group 1. How is this eclipse impacting group 1? I almost called you guys Leo. Group 1. Almost called you Pisces earlier. There's a lot of Pisces energy in here. Reflection energy, going inward. 7 of Wands, too, is all about stand your ground. So it feels like there's some resistance, something you've been facing. Group 1, what is it that group 1 needs to see? How is the eclipse impacting group 1? What is the energy for group 1? The High Priestess, of course, that's coming out. The High Priestess in reverse. So upright, she is all-knowing, right? The moon is all about your intuition, what's going on with your feelings. So I feel like in reverse, there's something that you're not seeing because she's very much a seer. And it's almost like something you're not facing because this kind of reminds me of a fence. Like something that maybe you don't want to face. Here, you can take out 2 more. I feel like this eclipse is a huge, it's like showing you your reflection, group 1. Four of Stars, like the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so this can be about lack or greed energy. And then the Fool, Aquarius energy in reverse. So it's almost like there's something, a lack energy is preventing something from getting started. It's the Fool's journey in tarot. So it's like there's something about an adventure that wants to happen, but it's almost like it can't. I almost feel like this is an interior adventure, like a going inside adventure. I'm going to put this right here. Very interesting. All right, I'm going to get some cards to explain this. I do want to show you the bottom, though, is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So the wheel is always moving. So in reverse, it's almost like something is blocked, which I feel like is this whole reflection. Go inward, see what needs to come up. And then the Knight of Moons, Knight of Cups energy, love, the Knight of Love. It's almost like love wants to come for you, but it can't until you deal with something inside. I keep hearing interior. All right, let's see what's explaining the 7 of Wands and the High Priestess in reverse. This blockage energy, it's almost like something you can't see. All right, we have the 5 of Stars in reverse. Interesting, because then we go to the 4 of Stars. So the 5 of Stars is, it's like impoverished energy. It's like getting the cold shoulder or getting kicked out. So in reverse especially, it's actually a good thing. It's like you're coming out of this, it's like you're pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. You're coming out of this sulky, woe is me energy. And I feel like that's really what you have to do in order to get rid of blockages. You got to go inward. You got to kind of do some surgical interior work. Of course, Death on the bottom. Huge transformation card. All right, let's see what's going on with the 4 of Stars and the Fool in reverse. Tell me what that's about. Lack meets not moving forward. Group 1, what does Group 1 need to see from this eclipse? What's going on for Group 1? All right, we have the 8 of Moons. This is all about moving on, choosing a direction. Leaving something behind usually, but in a good way. It's almost like you need to drop something, release something in order to move forward. I feel like it's like you're almost facing your worst fears, group one, and then kind of once you face it, which I kind of get, is I'm getting like this eclipse energy in my mind. I'm literally seeing the eclipse I saw yesterday. There's something about facing your shadow, like you're the sun, and then the moon, you know, is the eclipse coming through. And it's like you have to face that for a few moments, because I believe the eclipse, the longest time frame for it was like 4 minutes. So it's almost like for, you know, several moments, you might have to face something, but then it's going to pass. Face your fears energy, group one. And then you move on, you release. That's how you release, you know, you got to face something and then deal with it as it comes up and then move past it. I really like this energy, actually. I feel like it's very important. All right, let's get more for group one. You notice I'm using all moon cards, all my moon decks. Here, I can take one of these. Okay, give me more for group one. So tell me more about this release. We have fruition, harvest moon. I love it because I feel like once you do release, it's like things are going to grow. It's almost like, think of your mind, kind of like her head right here is almost a garden, or it's almost like the garden of your mind. And in order to tend to it and be a very good gardener, a green thumb, you have to get rid of the weeds and things that aren't serving it. So I feel like there's this energy of collecting your bounty. You know what I'm getting? I'm almost getting this download right now that we think manifestation is about getting something, and in reality, it's about it already being here. It's just clearing shit out of the way. So I feel like for you, it's not about wanting something. Like, you might be trying to manifest something, or, you know, have dreams, goals, ambitions, but for you, it's less about, okay, I have to do this, this, and this, and more like, I need to stop doing this or get this out of the way. It's a clearing in order to manifest, group one. Okay. Look at this. Bottom of the deck. Protection, 24, and 25, resistance. So you'll be protected the entire time you're going through this. You're facing your fears. Your spirit guides, your ancestors are with you, group one. But this is definitely something about clearing. This almost reminds me of the energy. I'm getting something in my mind. You know, when you spring clean or you do a really deep clean and then you find something you were looking for long ago and you're like, oh my God, here it is. Or I had no idea it was here. That's kind of the energy I'm getting with this. 3 plus 7, 10. 10 is a win. Confirm with that engine outside. All right. Let's get more for you, group one. Let's see. Ooh, I just saw 1111 too. Things are divinely aligned. What does group one need to see? What is this eclipse doing to group one? Do I want to take both of these out? You know what? They're telling me to put them back in. Okay. What is this eclipse doing to group one? What is the powerful change for group one with this eclipse? What's happening for group one as a result of this eclipse? I'm definitely getting that you're clearing resistance and something is manifesting as a result of it. 13, divine feminine, step into your power. I look at 13 as B energy, attraction, because it's like, it literally spells out the number B. So I'm getting something about being intuitive, feminine, attracting, receiving. It's almost like let it come to you. I feel like this is not about going out and getting, because, you know, Pisces energy is super feminine, super dreamy, and it's all about come to me, you know, just like imagination. So I feel like there's something about, I'm hearing seeing is believing. There's something that you're drawing in, you're receiving. And I feel like the more you clean up your vibration, group one, the more you're going to see it. All right, give me more for group one. How is this eclipse impacting group one? I definitely feel like blessings are being bestowed upon you with that divine feminine energy. Give me more for group one. Eclipse energy. How is this eclipse impacting group one? Familiar, listen and learn. Yeah, this is definitely, it's almost like, I feel like you guys have been working towards something and it's not like it hasn't been coming to fruition for really any particular reason. I feel like you know you can get it at any time, But I feel like for some reason, it's almost like you've fallen out of the habit of affirming and manifesting and choosing it. This feels like you know it's yours, but there's just some shit you gotta clear out of the way, group one. That's really what I'm getting with this. All right, let's take a look at your final cards before going into your charms. All right, give me more for group one. What's going on for group one? What is it that group one needs to see as a result of this eclipse? How is the eclipse impacting group one? How is this eclipse impacting group one? Because we definitely get that there's a clearing of resistance, and then blessings occur. Keep hearing take this one out, okay? Conception, okay, right? So 2 + 7 is 9. 9 is about wrapping things up. I feel like you're about to move on to the next level. Conception, right? Things are conceived, babies are conceived. This is like the starting point. And I'm getting that too with step into your power. Listen and learn. There definitely feels like there's an energy about something. It's almost like the meditation is the brew. And then once you kind of come out of this internal energy, face your fear, something is born. And I love that we have this kind of like solar energy mixed in with all this moon energy. Take this one out, I'm hearing. Clitoris. Okay. So you already know this is the pleasure center. So that's what this card is all about. It's all about feeling good. I feel like that is actually the key to clearing for you guys, group one. There's this energy about not just realizing that you don't have to go out and get, you can use your divine feminine to attract, to pull in, to draw in an energy. But I also feel like you need to realize that it's about feeling good. It's not just like, okay, I'm going to focus on this, and it's very mechanical and analytical and logical, and I need to focus on this and think about, like, that's almost like masculine energy in a way when you're pulling something in. This is just about feeling good, because this moment when you're feeling amazing leads to the next moment when you're feeling amazing, and that leads to the next moment, and more amazing people show up and opportunities. This is really all about feeling good. So when you're facing your fears, feel good. And I just saw 1555 as I said that. So that's got to be true in a way. So I'm going to do the charms a little different today. You guys, I don't know why I feel called to point this out to you. We have 8, 9, and 10. 8. 3 + 7 reduces to 10. And 2 + 7 is 9. 8, 9, 10. Anyway. And I love it too. Transition. Conception. Transition leads to conception, which leads to fruition. Like something's growing here as a result of you going inward, group one. All right, so I'm going to use this big moon space as what's being manifested as a result of the eclipse. This one is going to be all about what you're leaving behind, and this is going to be all about what's going to happen in the future. So actually, let's start with what you're leaving behind. What does group one need to see about what this eclipse has them leaving behind? Ooh, the all-seeing eye. So I'm almost getting this energy. This is all about protection, you know, your third eye being open. Maybe some of you have blue eyes watching this. Blue is definitely a theme here. Kind of getting that with the High Priestess. I almost feel like you need to shut off your third eye sometimes. Like it's almost like you can be too awake to... Scratch that. I don't want to say you can be too awake. I feel like you can never be too aware, too conscious. But it's almost like this energy of when entities and certain people and beings are around you and they know this about you, that you're a very spiritual being and they're kind of drawn to you, that can be cause for spiritual attack. I'm just going to straight up say that. So I feel like there's something about being mindful, right? Because this is all about what you're leaving behind. So maybe this could also, I'm getting this download now, could be something about you're seeing, something that you're looking at that's kind of icky that you need to leave behind. I feel like this is about being very focused with your energy. And they're telling me an example of this is So let's say you're a woman walking down the street, guy sees you, and you know he's looking at you, you're not really interested, but he's kind of slowly going in his car like a creep beside you. You have to be so vigilant with what you do with your sight, because it's almost like some men will take that as an invitation if you look at them. So I feel like you have this type of power, group one, where you need to be very vigilant about what you're doing with your energy and literally your eyesight and your focus. That's a really interesting download to come through. All right, let's see what this eclipse is bringing out of you. Oh my God, we have passport. Okay, y'all. Which really makes sense with this reading, right? This is all about going places. Firstly, you're going inward and doing some dynamic work inward, but the Eight of Moons is all about transition. We got passport, step, right? There's something about movement here. And I'm liking the gold on this. I'm getting like rich energy, bougie energy. This could also be not even just literal travel, although for a lot of you, I am getting that. I'm hearing more than 60% or 70%. You could be going somewhere soon, but this, or even moving. But I definitely get something about the World Wide Web that looks like the World Wide Web symbol. So I feel like the eclipse maybe, I don't know, it could be calling you online in a way. Maybe you're going to meet someone. Maybe it's to connect with a group. Maybe it is to start a business. I mean, I feel like there's a big internet thing here and also a literal travel thing. All right, let's see what's going to come to fruition, because we do have that fruition card as a result of the eclipse, group one. I love it. We have the feather here. So this is faith. I feel like this eclipse is giving you a lot more faith in what you're doing, your path, you know, the road you're kind of taking. And I also feel like this is always a sign for angel spirit guides. So I feel like you're going to get a lot more energy about the people coming through for you, or even just the souls. Maybe they haven't been in human bodies, but souls, entities, whatever you want to call it, on the other side coming through for you. Some of you could be writers too. I'm almost getting like a quill energy with that feather. But yeah, group one, this is definitely all about going inward, doing dynamic work, facing your shadow, kind of like exactly like the eclipse actually, and coming out and realizing that all you had to do was clear in order to manifest what you want. And realize, yeah, you might be traveling a lot. You could be moving, but the work starts internally, group one. So I hope that made sense for you. Thank you so much for watching this. Check out the rest of my eclipse series, what's going on. I'm doing a bunch of different pick a card readings, so hopefully I have this on, you know, that listing, that autoplay, whatever. So I will catch you later, group one. Thanks so much for watching. What's up, group two? Trust your intuition, because I promise you it brought you right here for a reason. Let's see what is going on for you guys, how this powerful eclipse is affecting your life, how it's going to change you, impact you. With eclipses, there are always huge changes. So you guys were most attracted to this stone. I believe this is black obsidian, maybe it's onyx. I know both of them have very protective qualities, and I also know that they are used to balance out negative energy. So there's definitely a protection quality. Whether this is onyx or obsidian, crystal heads, don't come for me. All right, let's see what's going on with this eclipse, with this new moon, how it is impacting your life. All right, this is all of my moonology decks, by the way, in one. So, you know, I had to do my thing with the moon. All right, we have mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Things are fluid, transitional. All right. First quarter moon in Cancer. Push through any insecurity. All right. Getting a very like push, move, mutable. Okay. And then we have moon memories, the past, which definitely makes me think of Cancer energy. I'm a Cancer. And I was actually just thinking about this today, group two, how Cancer energy really thinks about the past a lot and can get hung up on the past. So, you know, eclipses are all about the new. You know, it's all about a clean slate. So I do feel like there's I don't know if it's something you need to clear about the past or face from the past. I'm kind of getting something with the past, insecurities, nothing set in stone. So maybe you need to clear something before we manifest with this new moon, this eclipse. Let's see what's going on. Okay. So I have my two Wandering Moon Tarot decks here. So I'm going to use the dark one because I'm getting eclipse energy. But I'm using both of them, but this is going to be the main one, okay? To explain what's going on, Group 2. One more shuffle. Tell me how Group 2 is being impacted by this powerful eclipse, what it's doing for Group 2. What is this eclipse doing for Group 2? Three of Wands. Okay, Aries energy. And the eclipse is in Aries. Well, the new moon. So, interesting. Okay. This is starting, beginning, building. Give me more for Group 2. When it comes to the eclipse, how it's impacting Group 2. What's going on for Group 2? Group 2, what's going on? Not that one I heard. Man, I'm hearing it's a very particular card. Okay, what's going on for Group 2? How is this eclipse impacting Group 2? All right, finally. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the Four of Swords is kind of this meditative, relaxed energy. So in reverse, it can be like anxiety. Your thoughts are all over the place. So that's interesting next to like a starting energy. It's almost like you want to start something, but maybe you're thinking about the past too much. Okay, let's get a little bit more. Group 2, what's going on? How is the eclipse impacting Group 2? I'm hearing both of these. Three of Moons in reverse. Okay, of course, we got moon energy with this eclipse. So this is like Three of Cups in reverse. This can be inebriation, over drinking, overindulging, spending too much time with other people. Three is a crowd energy. And then the Seven of Stars. This is a card of waiting, patience, gestation. So in reverse, this can be about being impatient or trying to jump the gun on something. You know, I'm going to be honest with you, Group 2. I'm hearing let bygones be bygones. There's something you really need to leave in the past, and it could even be your group of friends. That could be what the eclipse is shaking up, because again, this black obsidian, black onyx energy is all about, you know, balancing out negative energy. So I'm feeling like there's something you got to release. And I'm kind of getting that with this dark energy, very fluid energy. It's funny. We have the Five of Moons on the bottom and it was in reverse. So this is like Five of Cups energy, sad, but in reverse, it's like you're kind of getting out of a depressive state. So I feel like you are picking yourself up by your bootstraps and calling a spade, you know, like maybe I had a shitty friend group and that is fine, you know, like it is what it is. But let's get a deeper explanation on this. All right, explain the Three of Wands. This card of building mixed in with the Four of Swords, which is all about anxiety. Four of Swords in reverse. Clarify this for Group 2. This is my white deck that I'm using now. Same deck, just white. Three of Swords in reverse. Wow. I feel like we get a lot of three energy. Three of Moons, Three of Wands, Three of Swords. Just need the Three of Pentacles. All right, so this is about heartbreak, deep, deep heartbreak. You know, this is coming through this heart. So in reverse, this is, again, leaving the past in the past, letting bygones be bygones. I feel like you're picking yourself up from something, Group 2. It's almost like there was something you felt like you couldn't start because of something related to the past, or maybe you felt like you had imposter syndrome, or that was an insecurity that you couldn't start something because maybe someone from the past told you you couldn't. There's some energy in here. For some of you, this is literally a relationship. It might not be a romantic relationship. It could be with friends, but I definitely feel like there's this heart-wrenching energy that you must leave behind. And I feel like the eclipse is going to do it for you, whether you like it or not, Group 2. But I feel like there's something you're leaving behind in terms of a relationship or an overindulgence in some area. Three is a crowd in some area in your life. Let's see what's going on with the Three of Moons and the Seven of Stars in reverse. The new moon, and we're in this new moon. That's the eclipse, the new moon in Aries. So I feel like this new moon, this eclipse really wants you to have this powerful new beginning, this powerful new start, this awesome clean slate. But for some reason, and I'm noticing this keyhole here, this kind of lock energy, it's like you have to, it's almost like drop something. I'm getting a lot with dropping. Remember, I pointed out that 5 of Cups energy, and it was almost like something was falling out of someone's hands. It's like you need to drop it. Maybe drop those friends like a bad habit is what I'm hearing. It's almost like you need to drop something in order to move to the next level. All right, let's get a little bit deeper, group 2. Let's see what this is. Maybe what they need to drop. It does feel like a relationship in some way, shape, or form. All right, give me more for group 2. What is it they need to drop? What does group 2 need to drop? Tell me about this eclipse. What is this eclipse doing for group 2? Acceptance. You know, sometimes you have to accept that people aren't for you, or maybe that, you know, in order to meet someone new, you have to shift your energy a bit, which can also mean shifting people in your energy. So I'm getting a lot of Cancer energy. 4 is the house of Cancer. It's also about stability. So, you know, you could interpret this either way. Are they, you know, releasing each other? Are they about to hold hands here? It feels like there's something I'm hearing in symbiosis, like in tandem with another, whether I'm feeling like you might have to drop somebody, but I also feel like this, with this energy, you're going to meet someone once you drop, like, don't feel like just because you're losing something, it's actually a loss, or you're cutting something, it's a loss. I feel like this is a gain. And you're going to realize it. Maybe it's 4 months, maybe it's 4 weeks from now. But I'm getting, especially with this dove energy, winged energy, your angels are around you, rose energy. There's a lot of love and light around you. Just trust the process, group 2. I like that we have this 2 energy, waxing crescent 2. Yeah, maybe 2. 2 is something as well. 2 people, partner energy. Okay, let's get more for group 2. How is this eclipse impacting group 2? All right, let's see what's going on. Get these cards straightened out. Okay. Group 2, what's going on with the eclipse energy? Magic wand. Focus your energy on one thing. Maybe it's literally a magic wand, someone's magic wand. No, I definitely feel like you are the alchemist here. You're the manifester. The magic wand is all about manifesting. I almost said magifesting. Magic with manifesting. There's something that you're gaining with a magic wand. What does Wingardium Leviosa mean? I'm hearing that so clearly in my head. I'm hearing Ron Weasley say that. Wingardium Leviosa. I don't know why I'm hearing that. There's something with winged energy. Oh, that's when they like rise up in Harry Potter, right? Like, yeah, there's something. I don't know. I'm hearing Wingardium Leviosa. Winged, levitate. I'm getting, I don't know what it means exactly, but I'm getting up in the air energy. You're telling me to keep shuffling. Okay, tell me more for group 2 with this eclipse, how it's impacting group 2. Vision. Okay, get clear on what you want. Yeah, this is almost like if you're complaining a lot about your friend group or something in your life, I feel like there's something very intimate in your life. It's almost like a habitual everyday thing. Could be a boyfriend, could be a friend group, some type of relationship is what I'm feeling. But there's this energy where it's almost like if you're kind of bitching about it to yourself or even venting to other people, it's almost like, let's consider that maybe we got to drop somebody, right? Be like this black onyx energy. True north, stay true to yourself, which sometimes means dropping other people. All right, more for group 2 with this eclipse, this new moon. How is it impacting group 2? Hearing shuffle a third time. Okay, tell me more about this eclipse for group 2. How is this impacting group 2? We have spring. I'm hearing spring has sprung. So spring is all about, you know, what's coming up, what's popping up, what's blossoming. And spring is coming through with this solar eclipse energy. So I definitely feel like it's almost like once you drop somebody, leave the past in the past, let bygones be bygones, group 2, something is going to spring up. This was very similar to group 1's reading, except I feel like yours is more about release, maybe releasing somebody, and theirs was more about just clearing in general. It was going to manifest something, but it's almost the same kind of energy, but a little bit different. So maybe you were struggling with between group 1 and group 2. Let's get more for group 2. Full moon. Okay. Opposite of new moon energy. It's funny. We have full moon and the new moon. Okay. So the full moon is all about when things are coming to a final manifestation point, right? The highest point, the illumination point. Full moons are all about reveals, secrets being exposed. That's also what eclipses are about. Like, think about just the word eclipse in general. It's a shadow. So there's something I'm almost getting with the vision here too. And all of this night energy, you might be discovering a secret. And maybe once you leave the past in the past, this secret will make its way to you. Maybe that's the cost of the secret. But I feel like there's something that is making its way to you, like magnetizing, like a powerful energy. It's almost like you can grasp it in your hands, but you can't fully realize it until you make this decision to leave something in the past and let go. All right. So let's go for the charms right now. So I'm going to do this a little different. So I've got my little moon crystal here. So this big space is going to be about what this eclipse, this new moon, is bringing about for you. This is about what you're leaving behind. And then this space over here, this moon, is going to be about what this is kind of doing for your future, the direction you're moving in, group 2. So let's grab some charms. Let's start with what you're leaving behind. What are you releasing here with this eclipse? All right, we have the crying, laughing face. Interesting. Okay, so I actually really, that's my favorite face to use, my favorite emoji, or one of the ones that I use the most often, actually. So in terms of leaving behind, right? We don't want to leave behind the ab-wrenching laughter. But I do feel like this is almost just, I'm getting something about the things you laugh about are going to be different. Like maybe even higher vibrational. Like whereas maybe you thought, you know, when someone was more sarcastic before, it's like you find laughter in more pure things now. And I feel like there's something about you're shifting what you're laughing at. That's a very specific message, group 2. You're shifting what you're laughing at. All right, let's see what this powerful eclipse is bringing out of you or bringing to you. Really bringing to you. We have the good luck fortune cookie. Okay, I love that. You guys are definitely manifesting good luck, really good energy. I feel like the universe is definitely looking out for you, group 2. You are a favorite of the universe. If you are watching this, know that you are one of the universe's favorites. But there's definitely something, I'm hearing fortune favors the bold, right? That's good luck energy. So yeah, there's something that I feel like you need to act on. And let's see what's going to happen in the future as a result of this eclipse. Oh, we have the little beaded smiley face. We got a lot of smiles. I feel like there's definitely something about happy times, good times, looking forward to really awesome energy, fun energy, good energy. Everything that is blessed is coming to fruition. I love that for you, group 2. I feel like this is really powerful, good. Spring has sprung energy. Let bygones be bygones. We got new shit to look forward to. You are a powerful manifestor, group 2. I'm getting that with the full moon, the new moon, the vision, the magic wand. Like, this is just like use your power in the direction where you know you want things to manifest or give life to, and it's going to happen for you. So I hope that resonated. Thank you so much, group 2. I will definitely catch you in another reading. Check out the other readings, pick a card readings in this series about the eclipse. So yeah, I will catch you later. Thanks so much for watching. What's good, group 3? Let's see what's going on for you with this powerful eclipse energy that just happened. What's going to change for you? Eclipses are all about change. So let's dive right in. You guys chose this red moon. So red is the color of the root chakra, the first chakra. It makes me think of really sturdy energy, you know, setting down roots somewhere or your stems somewhere. I feel like there's this big solid energy, but it also makes me think of Aries. I get red energy with Aries. Aries is what this new moon is actually in. So Aries is the child of the zodiac. You know, they're very adventurous. They can be very aggressive sometimes, very, very ambitious people. So I'm instantly getting that there's an adventure awaiting you, group 3. In some way, shape, or form, I feel like this eclipse is leading you into adventure mode. So I have all my Moonology decks right here. So let's see what's coming out for you. All right, so we have new moon. Okay, prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. So that definitely makes sense with this new moon energy. All solar eclipses fall on a new moon. So it's a new moon in Aries, but Taurus is what's coming up next. So maybe there's something that's, you know, this eclipse is happening now, but maybe there's something stemming from this eclipse that's going to go into full effect in Taurus season. So late April, May-ish. All right, we have full moon in Scorpio. Interesting, we have the new moon and the full moon. So I'm getting something about balance and possibly something that you're manifesting with the new moon could come about with the full moon. So this is actually really interesting because the new moon in Taurus is always the full moon. For, how do I say this? In Taurus energy, the new moon is always Taurus, and then the full moon is always Scorpio. So I definitely feel like there's a huge energy happening for you, group 3, in Taurus season. So again, I believe it starts April 20th, 4/20, and it goes till the 22nd, I believe, of May. So I'm definitely getting something, yeah, with the new moon and the full moon. This next moon phase is going to do its thing with you, group 3. And then we have moonbeams, focus. There's really, really powerful moon energy going on for you guys, group 3. I feel like there's this big energy of focus on the moon, live by the moon, see what the moon is really doing for you at this time, especially in Taurus season with the new moon in Taurus, the full moon in Scorpio. There's something happening, and I feel like it's your focus is a big part of this. So let's dive in to the Wandering Moon Tarot. I've got the dark deck and the light deck. Obviously, I'm going to use the dark deck because, you know, the eclipse is all about the shadows. So let's honor that. I'm hearing shuffle 2 more times. All right, what is going on for group 3? How is this eclipse impacting their life, this new moon? Solar eclipse energy. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it truly was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. It was like magnetism, alignment, like I have never seen in my life. So cool. All right, let's see what's going on for group 3. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I keep wanting to say Taurus because of all this Taurus energy coming out. Focus energy makes me think of Aries energy. So let's see what's going on. Solar eclipse. Justice. I'm hearing justice upright. Okay. Libra energy. All right, so there's something you're balancing out, which makes sense with the new moon and the full moon. There's definitely something about balance in here or possibly making decisions. Let's see how this eclipse is impacting group 3. Oh my God. All right, we have the 4 of Swords, meditative energy. And then we have, other way, the Empress. Other way, I keep hearing. Okay, the Empress in reverse. Taurus energy again and Libra energy ruled by Venus. The Empress is the ultimate attractor, the queen of all queens. There's definitely something about heavy attraction energy. So in reverse, it's almost like there's something that wants to grow but can't. I'm hearing take the next one out on top. Queen of Stars, Queen of Pentacles energy, Capricorn energy. All right. What I'm getting with this group 3 is that there's something being balanced out, or there's a decision being made about something. I feel like whatever, be mindful of what your intentions for, this eclipse energy is, this eclipse season, and also what's going to happen with the next moon. And I'm hearing, like, be mindful of what life leads you into, right? We all want, millions of dollars or, a nice car, really nice house, but it's almost like follow the natural flow of your life. And I feel like, whatever you feel like, okay, you know what? I want to manifest this thing. It's almost like incrementally manifesting is kind of the vibe I'm getting here. But with Justice and the Four of Swords, there's something about balancing out energy. And it's interesting. She's in between the two swords. And then we have this kind of in between balanced out energy here. I definitely feel like there's something that is not only being balanced out, but I keep getting this decision is being made. I was just looking at Breathe Through and I read Breakthrough. All right. And then we have the Empress in reverse, which, that can be like infertility because she's very fertile. She's all about growth. She's all about beauty, expansion. So in reverse, it's like something isn't manifesting. And then we have the Queen of Stars, which is all about getting that bag, security, stability. I feel like if something has felt wonky, out of whack for you, group 3, like things have just been like a bunch of question marks all over the place, up in the air, I do feel like there's going to be a sturdy point. And I think that's really what the new moon in Taurus is about. This could be about money. With the Empress energy, the Queen of Stars, new moon in Taurus. Taurus is all about value. And look at this on the bottom, we have the full moon. So the full moon is about things manifesting to their fullest extent. The full moon illuminates. The full moon shines a light on what's been hiding underneath the surface, as does the eclipse, right? The eclipse is all about the shadow. So I feel like there's something being lit up here and I feel like it has to do with your money in some way, group 3. I feel like big money energy, but let's get a clarifier for both of these energies with the white deck. All right, tell me what's going on for group 3, this eclipse. How is it impacting group 3? Taurus is all about the body too, and the Queen of Stars, Capricorn energy, Earth sign energy. It can be really very much related to the body, and I'm kind of getting that with that root chakra energy with the red color. So maybe, I don't know, you're working out more. That could be Justice, getting your body back right, that bounce back. I feel like there's something that it's almost like, you're balancing out an energy, group 3. All right, tell me why the Justice card and the Four of Swords. Balancing out and meditative energy. Or making a decision and possibly, reflecting on it. Being okay with it. Group 3, thank you. We have the Two of Moons in reverse. This is the Two of Cups in reverse. It's almost like connection, partnership in reverse. It almost feels like if you did break up with somebody, or there's, again, something just out of whack, whether it's relationships, whether it's finance, career, I feel like, again, things are going to get back on track. And explain the Empress in reverse and the Queen of Stars. I feel like that is the Empress in reverse to the Queen of Stars, right? Things felt wonky, out of balance, out of place, but then it's like you get your stability back. Look at this. I love it. We have the Emperor clarifying the Empress. Right? The Emperor upright. So this is all about, stability, security, being unapologetically yourself, getting that empire. There's no way the Emperor and the Empress both came out at the same time. And then we also have the Queen of Stars, new moon in Taurus. There's definitely something about money. I feel like you're going to have a money breakthrough, group 3. Interesting. And it feels like it's like you're following your intuition with a Page of Moons on the bottom. And then the Fool clarifying. The Fool is all about, the Fool's journey, new adventures. Like I said, with that red moon. So I do feel like, I don't know, this could be new adventures with money, with career. Let's get a little bit more. Group 3, how is this eclipse impacting group 3? How is this eclipse impacting group 3? Tell me more about this empire, this money. Thank you. All right, we have release coming out. This has been coming out for every single group so far. Release. There's something you need to let go of, which is usually the case when you're about to manifest and things are about to come in. It's like you can't let anything in if you don't let anything out. So I do feel like there's a big release heading your way, but it's interesting. This card says waning crescent, which is the phase right before the new moon. So it's almost like you're at the end of a release cycle. I'm hearing breathe in, breathe out. Let's get more for group 3. What's going on with the eclipse? Maybe it'll explain what needs to be released. What's going on for group 3? How is the eclipse impacting group 3? We have curiosity, what sparks your interest, and wax gibbous. It's okay to change the direction. And I love that we have happy and happy. So I feel like, and it kind of makes sense with that page of moons I pointed out to. Where was that? The page of moons is following your interests, your intuition, what feels right to you. I feel like you're really starting to do that. It's almost like choosing a direction. And I feel like that's why you are coming up with this empire, because it feels good to you. It's like you're not necessarily working for other people. Perhaps the release is another job. It's something where it's like you're not that passionate about it, but it's a means to an end. So I definitely feel like there's this energy where you are leveling up and you're also doing your own thing as you level up. So it feels like you're making money on your own terms, which I love for you, group 3. All right, let's get more. How is this eclipse eclipsing? We have mother moon. Okay. This is very, very interesting. Queen of Stars is kind of like mother energy too. Mama Earth energy. 23. I don't know why that makes me think of last year. Could also be 23 months, you know. The eclipse doesn't come around for another 20 years. At least in the 48 states, I think in 2033, it comes through Alaska. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe some of you are 23. There could be something happening on the 23rd. Be mindful of the 23rd of certain months, possibly, you know, coming up in April. I'm getting this energy, though, of like nurturing with the Empress, the Emperor, and Mother. Even with the Taurus energy and the Queen of Stars, it's almost like your curiosity, your interest needs to be nurtured, group 3. Tell me more about that. What's going on with this eclipse? How is this eclipse impacting group 3? What's the energy for group 3? Group 3, how is the eclipse impacting group 3? Okay, they want me to take both out. So we have passion flower and willow tree. Okay. Let's see what the book says. We have 33 popping on out and 31. All right. So 31 passion flower. If I could open up to the page. I'm courageous. Okay, with its otherworldly blossoms, passion flower teaches you that each new adventure, again, that adventure theme is coming out, may begin with mystery as you navigate towards new possibilities. You can find inspiration in its ever-reaching vines and the ways they twist and twine beyond many obstacles in pursuit of growth. Definitely, maybe, again, that's the Empress in reverse moving to the Queen of Stars. It's like, you know, like the hurdles won't prosper. You're going to move past them, group 3. So I definitely feel like there's this heavy energy of maybe that's mother. And why am I hearing, like, you know, the example of a mother lifting a car and getting her baby out from under it? It's like that kind of mother strength is coming through. Okay, and then we have 33, the willow tree. I make space for my emotional experience. With its drooping branches reaching out and downward toward the earth and a fountain of leaves, willow tree evokes watery emotion. Willow tree is here to offer you a space where you can process emotions that feel too big, bulky, overwhelming, or unwanted. Willow tree reminds you that emotions hold holy wisdom. So this is all about making space for your feelings, possibly even releasing certain feelings, because I feel like you're releasing something and moving on. And maybe it's like feelings of like, you know, I'm not a good nurturer, I wouldn't be a good mother or a good parent. It's almost like releasing old stories that don't serve you anymore, group 3, and starting a new adventure where you are the main character, where you are the best mother, the best parent. That type of energy. And I don't know if you just heard that EMT, or I know that was a cop that just went past. Okay, I almost feel like there's an like again, there's that mother lifting her baby up from a car. Like, I don't know why that keeps coming to mind, but it's almost like you're coming in divine timing, group 3. I'm almost getting grandmother energy, definitely fertile womb energy with this too. All right, let's break out the charms, see what's going on for you. So I'm doing this a little different today. This is going to be what the eclipse is bringing out, this charm. This is going to be what you need to release. And this is kind of what's going to, you know, be what your future is based on from this eclipse. Okay, so let's start with what you're releasing, group 3. What is group 3 releasing with this eclipse? Oh, we have the all-seeing eye. I think group 1 also got an eye. This could be the evil eye. You know, some people look at this as, you know, it's always an eye of protection, in my opinion. And I'm getting something with a bejeweled energy. Again, that money energy coming through. I feel like if maybe possibly you feel separation between you and it, or you and whatever it is that you want, realize it's all about your focus that draws it in. I'm getting something with like, your focus is what's going to bring you money or build your empire. And I feel like this is releasing, you know, focus that doesn't serve you well. So let's see what the eclipse is popping up for you right now, what it's drawing out. Okay, this is work energy. I feel like you're a rock star. Okay, so this is a starfish. And it's got all the cogs in it, you know, working cogs, like going through the motions, through the cycles. I feel like you're working for your money and you're being a rock star as you do it. Also with starfish, they're usually sticking to something, whether it's someone's hand, a fish tank, like the bottom of the ocean floor. I feel like they're usually like stuck to something. So sometimes I get commitment energy with the starfish, like especially with the cogs in it. It's like you're committed on working on something, thus making you a rock star. I feel like that eclipse is bringing this out of you, group 3. And let's see how this is going to propel you forward. What's the charm you need to see for that? Left hand, I'm hearing. Back to right hand for group 3. What's to come in the future? This is so funny. I feel like this is that phase where you're like, ugh, like I just don't have time. Lame. It almost feels like you're leveling up your focus so much that anything that isn't like a wow, or like, you know, you're inspired by someone's commitment to something or the way they work on something, it's almost like if you are not focused on their energy, it ain't for you. I feel like this is all about your focus, which I just noticed that card again. Again, focus came out as one of the first cards for a reason. I feel like changing the direction and release has a lot to do with what you're focusing on. And it's like, if you want to make money, you know, maybe it's more than money. Maybe, you know, you want to be a mother and you're like, am I fertile? It's like, don't even leave that as a question. Know that you are. Say affirmations, visualizations, meditations. This feels like you're building an empire, group 3. So I hope that resonated. This is going to be a powerful eclipse for you. If you are interested in other readings, I'm going to do a whole eclipse series because, you know, this energy is super powerful. So check that out, and I will talk to you later, group 3. What's up, group 4? Trust your intuition because it brought you right here for a reason. We're going to find out what's going on with this eclipse, this solar eclipse that just happened. We're going to see how it's impacting your life. eclipses in general always bring huge changes. So this energy is always about what's going to align for you, what's kind of going to be removed from the situation. Let's dive in. So you guys are drawn into the green malachite moon. So green malachite is all about abundance. It's about wealth. It's about money, all the good green things, really. Green is also the color of the heart chakra. So in addition to abundance, which is what I feel like this powerful moon energy, this powerful eclipse energy is bringing into you, or for you, I should say, I also think there could be something with matters of the heart. So I have all of my moonology decks here. So let's start with the first one, see what's coming through for you, group 4. Be bold to make the first move, cardinal moon. And it is a new moon in Aries. That's what the eclipse was in, Aries, which is a cardinal sign. So there's definitely a go for it energy. All right, we have first quarter moon in Aquarius, trust the universe. And we have moon goddess, higher power. Okay, moon energy all over the place. I'm definitely getting something about like trusting a higher power, trust your intuition, trust your spirit guides, with trust the universe and higher power, like trust your higher power. But I also feel like if you've been debating on something, particularly entrepreneurship is what's coming through, or a business or something where you're trying to get your green up. Maybe it's literal green, right? You want to get out into nature more. Maybe you want to start planting. Maybe, you know, you're trying to go more green or be more clean. Or yeah, like I said, start a business or something. I do feel like it's about just taking the first step and trusting your intuition, because once you do that, you're going to get a lot of clarity. And I feel like your spirit guides are telling you, yes, go for it, group 4. So let's get started. Let's see what's coming through for you. All right, so I had to break out both decks, the black and the white one of the Wandering Moon Tarot. So the main one I'm going to use for this is the black in honor of the eclipse. All right, so group 4, let's see what's going on. How are they being impacted by this eclipse? Okay, before I could even say anything, this one wanted to come out. All right, so we have Judgment in reverse. Judgment is Scorpio energy. It's Pluto energy. So Judgment in reverse can mean a lot of things. I'm going to get another card. Okay, we have the Four of Moons, which is like the Four of Cups in reverse. So this is about getting out of a rut, like feeling stuck in a rut. Because usually this is a card about, you know, feeling meh, whatever. You know, you're being offered something and you don't really care. So in reverse, it's like you're getting out of this stuck in a rut energy. I almost feel like maybe that's why we have cardinal moon, be bold, make the first move, because I feel like there's been something where you're either whether it's you judging, you know, your own skills too harshly, or the ability that you feel like you may not have to move forward, you definitely have it. I feel like the universe is like, you know what, come out of the stillness and just make the first damn move, group 4. All right, let's get more for how this eclipse is impacting group 4. I'm getting a just do it Nike energy, group 4. It's pretty simple when you put it that way. Just to, you know, for those of you that deal in keywords. All right, we have the Page of Swords in reverse, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Let's see why that's in reverse. That could be a lack of communication. That could even be a lie sometimes. That can be not following through on your thoughts. We have the Knight of Stars in reverse. And I'm hearing it can be turned upright. Let's take it upright then. This is the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. I almost feel like there's something that, especially money related. I'm getting that with the Malachite. I'm getting that with the Knight of Stars, the Knight of Pentacle energy. It's almost like if you don't make the move, I'm hearing someone else will do it for you. And the universe wants this for you specifically, group 4. It's almost like you have this bright idea, or you've had this idea for a while and haven't acted on it. I feel like you're being too harsh with yourself. You're judging yourself too harshly, where I feel like it's not benefiting you at this point. It's time to just make the first move on whatever it is, no matter how small it is. Maybe it's just making a website. Maybe it's making, you know, a sketch for a website. I feel like it's just about getting started. So that first little step is everything. So let's get a clarifier with the white cards, the white deck for the Judgment in reverse and the Four of Moons in reverse. which to me, those cards together are about getting out of this stuck in a rut energy and just making a move. We have the Queen of Moons in reverse, like the Queen of Cups in reverse. It can be about not feeling good. You know, it's almost like when you know you're meant for something or it's time to do something, and for whatever reason, it's like you're not acting on it. You're going to feel some type of way like I should be doing more. If you've been feeling like that, know that making the first move, group 4, is going to make you feel better. So let's get a clarifier for the Page of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Stars upright. Definitely getting, if you stay... Why am I hearing put your money where your mouth is? Like, if you stay quiet, it's not going to help you get that bank that you want. The Hierophant, this is the teacher. I feel like some of you, group 4, may be very quiet. You could be like, have a lot of earth or water placements in your chart. I feel like there's a lot about you usually being quiet or kind of like playing the side role. No. That time is over, group 4. I feel like this is like becoming the main character energy. This is like I was almost going to say we're done with that. The world is literally an ending. So it's like done being the side character. It's time to be the main character. And I love that on the opposite side, we have the moon, right? The moon, this eclipse, this crazy powerful energy that's always cycling through. I feel like this moon is doing a number on you, group 4. Love it. Wheel of Fortune in the black deck. Queen of Stars on the bottom. Yeah, it's like the universe really wants you to get your money up. This might be a good time to play the lottery too. Random comment, I know, but I'm definitely getting that download for you, group 4. All right, let's get more for group 4. How is this eclipse impacting group 4? All right, tell me about this eclipse. How is it impacting group 4? How is this eclipse impacting group 4? I'm hearing actually take this out and put this back in. Okay. Or you can keep them both out. I always like taking more cards because I'm crazy, but it's all good. All right, we have the lunar god, the masculine, and resistance. You know, the masculine is about going out, getting the external. So ambitious energy, that is kind of that cardinal energy. And then we have resistance. So it's almost like this is like overcoming obstacles, right? And this could even be internal obstacles. Well, technically it's all internal. But this is like the bounce back, doing what you felt like you couldn't do, getting back up on that horse. This feels like it's like the breaking out, break free movement is what I'm getting with this group 4. All right, let's get some more for you guys. All right, what does group 4 need to know about this eclipse? How is this eclipse impacting group 4? How is this eclipse impacting group 4? Tell me about this eclipse, what it's doing for group 4. What is the change coming for group 4? Tell me about this breaking free energy, breaking out energy. What are they breaking out of? Well, I feel like it's almost stillness or stuckness or whatever had you just not moving. Okay, so the first quarter came out again. It's time to commit. That makes sense. And we also have the first quarter right there. The first quarter moon comes in between a new moon and a full moon. So that's going to be in a few days. So definitely keep in mind for the first quarter, group 4. And I'm getting something with 4, group 4. We have 42 first quarter, right? Like there's something I feel like out of 4 energy. Even the 4 of moons right there. Yeah, 4 is all about stability, like the 4 legs of a table or a chair. Okay, let's see what just came out. Moonflower. There's so much moon energy. I mean, granted, I do have all my moon decks out, but I feel like this is like particular moon energy. Bloom even if no one is watching. although there is a higher power watching group 4. This feels like it's just time to go for it. It's just time to do the damn thing. I don't know how else to say it, group 4. That's as simple as I can make it. It's time to do the damn thing. Even if you don't know the first step to take, just take a step. It could be the completely wrong step, but you will know if it's the wrong step. You know, your intuition will tell you, hey, go this way instead of this way. So even if you make the first move and it's not the right move, you're going to self-correct. I keep hearing self-correct. So I feel like whatever it is that, I feel like this is an entrepreneurship, possibly a business, whatever it is that you're trying to build, it's going to blossom because we have bloom, even if no one's watching. All right, we have motherwort and waning crescent moon. Almost surprised first quarter moon didn't come out. All right, let's see what this deck says about both. All right, motherwort. All my cycles are sacred. The grandmother of the garden, motherwort, wields cyclical wisdom, displaying her maiden, mother, and crone stages, each growing season with the ways her leaves and flowers morph through phases. She's a deep embodiment of feminine seasonal consciousness. No wonder all of that, energy about the moon is coming out. It's all cyclical. Motherwort is here to bring you awareness and walk you forward with a more holistic understanding of your cyclical nature. She illuminates the blessings found in every season, both the internal and the earthly ones. Okay, so this I feel like is all about like the entire process, the entire life cycle of something. So this is, I'm getting a lot of balance with this energy too, because not only do we have the masculine here, this cardinal moon energy, we have moon goddess, we have just the moon in general, which is all feminine energy. So it's really about balance. And then we have the waning crescent. So waning crescent energy comes right before a new moon. So this is like the final release stage. So I feel like there's something about release. I mean, that's been a huge theme for every single group. I'm not surprised because the eclipse does bring a lot of release. But I definitely feel like there's something about letting go. And I feel like it's almost like letting go of stillness of this past story you were telling yourself where you weren't the main character. Because group 4, you very, very much are. And I feel like you need to start looking at yourself as the main character, as the main event, as the person, when you walk into any given space. All right, so I'm going to do the charms a little bit differently today. So this big area right here, the moon area, I'm going to use as what this eclipse is bringing out for you. This is going to be what you're letting go of, and this moon is going to be about what you can look out for in the future as a result of this eclipse. So let's see. Let's start with what you're letting go of, group 4. What does group 4 need to let go of with this eclipse? Okay. So we got the ice cream cone coming out / gumball machine. For some of you, maybe you've been focusing on eating cleaner. I mean, that's the first thing coming to mind. And also with that green energy, there could be something about eating more holistic, more naturally. Some of you, this could be like very literal. I keep hearing, I'm gonna just straight up say eating clean. I think that's a very specific message for some of you. And for those of you that are already eating clean, or you're like, you know what, I do like to enjoy an ice cream cone every now and then. I also feel like this is a sign to have fun. Enjoy your inner child. Is all about the little moments. Every moment of life is technically kind of a little moment. I mean, there's some huge moments, but usually those come after a lot of momentum. So this to me is like, enjoy the little things, but also let go of, things that aren't serving you. If you're feeling bad about what you're eating, maybe switch it up a little bit, group 4. All right, let's see what the moon, this eclipse, is bringing out for you. I love it. We have the owl, the wise owl, which makes a lot of sense. We have a lot of wisdom cards. We got the motherwort over here, the grandmother of the garden. The owl is very intuitive. I also feel like the fact that it's bejeweled means that your wisdom, your intuition is going to lead you to a lot of jewels, a lot of money, a lot of abundance. I feel like this moon is really showing you something, group 4, something within you that's going to be shown externally as well. All right, let's see what you can look forward to as a result of this solar eclipse. Oh my gosh. You know what's really funny about this? I don't know why I'm getting this energy so clearly with this face, but this almost just feels like that energy of like, oh shit, I just did that. Like, okay, I did that. I don't know what the results are going to be, but I did that thing. Like, this feels like very masculine. Go for it. I'm not quite getting like foot in mouth, like you say something and then it's just like, oh shit, I said that. It's almost like I did a thing and I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I did it. I feel like this is like a bold energy. Fortune favors the bold, group 4. So I hope this resonated with you. Happy eclipse season. And yeah, I will definitely catch you later in another reading. Check out the other eclipse readings. Hopefully I have it all in my autoplay. But yeah, you can find that on my channel and more pick a card readings. I will talk to you later, group 4. Group 5, look alive. Trust your intuition because it brought you right here for a reason. Let's see how this eclipse is eclipsing for you, group 5. How it's going to impact your life, how it's going to change you. You get it. All right. So you guys are drawn into this navy blue, super pretty moon. So blue, you know, for group, I think it was, I want to say group 1, could have been group 2, honestly don't remember. One of them had another, I think it was group 1. They had a blue moon, but I got a blue moon, literally like a blue moon, once in a blue moon energy. I'm not necessarily getting that energy for you. I'm almost getting like dark side of the moon energy with this particular blue. I feel like there's something that is shadowed or covered up that's about to reveal itself with this eclipse for you. I feel like that's kind of what this blue is representing. I'm also getting something with the throat chakra. This is the color of the throat chakra. Yeah, I don't, yeah. 5th chakra energy. Maybe someone's got to say something. Maybe that's the reveal here. All right, let's see. Group 5. I got all my Moonology decks here, so 2 actually came out for these. So let's see what's going on for group 5. Oh, come on. Expect powerful change. Of course, this one was going to come out. New moon eclipse, which is exactly what we're facing right now. So definitely on point with the shadow energy. Eclipses are literally a shadow. Don't let your past hold you back. South node. Further confirmation. All right, we have first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. That, yeah, there's definitely something. I feel like someone's going to reveal something through speech to you, group 5. I don't know what that is. Or it could be you saying something. And Gemini is the sign of communication. Moon shining, stay in integrity. Maybe you have to say something like with dignity to somebody else. I don't know. I'm getting something with speech. Something with, it's almost like fuck it energy with don't let your past hold you back. Like, all right, I'm in the now, I'm in the future. I'm going to say this shit. Like, it feels like there's something, it's almost like you're shaking the table, group 5. It's kind of what I'm getting. So let's break out the tarot. I had to break out both the black and the white wandering moon tarots. And of course, because we are in eclipse energy, I'm using the black deck as the main energy. So let's see how this eclipse is eclipsing for group 5. What does group 5 need to know? Tell me more about this speaking in integrity and with dignity energy. We have the world. Okay, something is ending. The world is all about an ending. The last card of the major arcana. Number 21. Here, you can flip it over. 7 of Swords in reverse. So this is a card of betrayal. It could be about stealing, stealth. But in reverse, this is like coming out of an icky energy. It's almost like, I feel like that's what you're ending. The world with the 7 of Swords in reverse. It's like, I'm done with this shitty, stupid energy. You know, I'm going to live my truth. I'm going to be in my truth. I don't know if you're telling somebody this, or maybe this is the way you're living group 5. Let's get more for group 5. How is this solar eclipse impacting group 5? The 5 of Swords. I'm going to take this out too because it felt like it wanted to come out. So the 5 of Swords, Aquarius energy. 7 of Swords is also Aquarius energy. The world is Saturn energy, which is Cap energy. Also Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. A lot of Aquarius energy in here. And a lot of betrayal energy with the 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, the Star in reverse. This is about losing hope, faith, trust in something when it's in reverse. It's almost like someone's bullshit made you lose faith. I don't know if this is a relationship, group 5. The other one that wanted to come out is the 2 of Stars, which is about balance. Okay. So I'm going to get some clarifiers here, but it almost feels like someone wasn't living in their truth or speaking in their truth. And as a result, it's almost like that weird energy or bad or icky, whatever that energy was, it's inspiring you now as a result of this eclipse to fully live in your truth. Maybe, you always regretted not saying something to somebody about the way they did. They did something that made you feel a certain type of way, and you're like, you know what? I should have said that. This is about like being that person, unapologetically yourself. So let's explain the World and the 7 of Swords in reverse. All right, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. So the 10 of Wands is carrying a burden energy. So in reverse, it's like dropping that burden. And I feel like that's what you're letting go of with the 7 of Swords in reverse. And the World, it's like, I'm done with the bullshit. This feels like I'm done with the bullshit. Give me more for group 5 with the 5 of Swords in reverse, the Star in reverse, and the 2 of Stars. It's almost like someone made you lose faith in something, and now you have a choice to make, or a path. The Queen of Swords, yeah, this is literally the card of speaking your truth. This is all about speaking your truth. Interesting. All right, group 5. As I just said that, 555 appeared on the clock. All right, let's get more for group 5. I'm hearing shuffle 2 more times. What is it that group 5 needs to see about how the eclipse is eclipsing? How is the eclipse eclipsing for group 5? Tell me more about, and maybe what it is that they're doing to speak their truth. I mean, what's happening here when you speak your truth, group 5? Oh my God, I love it. We have power. That's what's happening. When you speak your truth, you are living in your power. So I feel like there's a huge energy about like, know who you are. You know what? I really wanted to take the bottom out. And resilience is on the bottom. 21, which is the same number as the World card, also makes me think of the 10 of Wands. Because the 10 of Wands is all about carrying a burden on your back. But in reverse, it's like letting it go. I feel like speaking in your power is actually, it might feel hard for some of you, but it's actually going to release a huge burden for you. All right, let's get more for group 5. Tell me about how this eclipse is eclipsing for group 5. All right, we have the familiar, listen and learn. So again, listening, in order to be a powerful speaker, listening is a key part of that. And I feel like it's listening to yourself, to your own intuition. So there's definitely something about possibly, I was going to say speaking from your heart, but I feel like it's literally just your soul. We have, okay, they're telling me to put that one back in. All right, I heard that so clearly. I was about to read it, and they're like, put that back in. Okay. Group 5, what is it that group 5 needs to see? Moonflower, bloom even if no one is watching. I feel like there's something about you finally, like this moon is going to give you the recognition that you should have always gotten, like way, way back when. But you do something, I feel like you do it naturally, whether it's read tarot, whether it's read a damn book, it's almost like you do something very personal to yourself. And it could even be just taking the most amazing shower in the world. It's like you do something that's so attuned to you. I don't know what this thing is, group 5, but I'm really getting this download that you do something that's really, really like good, like almost like outlier good. And I feel like continuing to do that thing that you do is going to lead you into a world of change. And I feel like that's also part of not just speaking with your voice, your truth, but speaking with your body. When you do what you love to do, you're speaking with your whole being. So I feel like there's something about truly just living in what you do, because you're really good at what you do. Whatever it is, group 5, that you do, I'm getting the feeling that you are an outlier good at it. So keep doing that. And that's also going to put you on the path of your truth. All right, give me more for group 5. How is this eclipse eclipsing for group 5? All right, ooh, we have vaginal canal. Hello, 44. Of course, we have angel numbers coming through. And then we have the solar eclipse. I mean, can you even make it up? We literally have new moon eclipse and the solar eclipse, group 5. I mean, come on. For real. So this is the energy that we're in. The solar eclipse is all about alignment. When the sun, the moon, the stars all align, there's something about this shadow energy that I feel like is being cast away. And I love that we have vaginal canal, because it makes me think of birth, right? It's the area we come through at birth. I mean, granted, if you weren't born through a C-section, it's going to be through the vaginal canal. So I feel like there's something about, it's almost like that dark womb energy going to a bright new world. I feel like that's the energy here. And yeah, it's probably, we think of labor pains for the mother. It's probably like a tricky path for the baby to get through to this world as well. And I feel like there's the resilience there. So this to me is all about living in your truth, whatever that means to you, whether it's speaking it, whether it's acting it out, however that manifests for you, group 5, live in your truth and the power will come to you. The power is already yours. Just be yourself. This is literally a be yourself reading. All right. So I'm going to do the charms a little bit different today. So this moon right here is going to represent what the solar eclipse is bringing out for you, what it's really doing for you right now. This is about what you're letting go of. And this moon is going to be about the future as a result of the solar eclipse. So let's start with what you're letting go of, group 5. What is group 5 letting go of for the solar eclipse? Okay, we have this balance, yin yang, peace sign. I feel like there's something about anything that's getting you off of your, off of your rocker. Kind of like this energy where it's like you got a load on your back. There's too much going on. It's like anything that's getting you out of whack, you're doing away with. This is all about minding your balance. There's strength and balance. So there's something about minding what you can and what you can't carry. Let's see what this eclipse is bringing out for you right now. I'm hearing, just take this one in your hand. The compass. Okay. I don't know if any of you are into feng shui. I don't know what the west, it's kind of looking west, northwest corner is representing. But there's definitely something about your compass, your internal guidance, your intuition. This to me is like literally an intuition symbol. This is trust your inner compass. What feels good to you? Why am I hearing compass? They're breaking the word down in my mind. Compass. It's almost like there's something that you're meant to pass, like get over is what I'm getting. Let's see what it's leading you to with this eclipse. Aries, get out of here. This is literally an eclipse in Aries, the new moon in Aries, the start, the adventure. Aries is the child of the zodiac, which makes a lot of sense with this vaginal canal energy. This to me is about getting started on a new road. We literally have a road right here, letting go of the past with the South Node, expecting powerful change. This is like a whole new world for you, group 5. This feels like everything is going to be different as a result of this powerful solar eclipse. So I hope that's made sense for you. I keep looking at the bottom. We have Maiden, which makes you think of like beautiful spring energy coming into your young form, and the dark moon, which is almost like the opposite, the void. So I feel like you're coming out of something, group 5. It's like you're busting out and shining. I love that so much for you. Follow your internal compass. speak your truth, be your truth unapologetically. Yeah, I'm gonna put up a Eclipse series, so hopefully you guys catch the rest of the pick of cards, but otherwise I will catch you in another reading. Thanks so much for watching, Group 5.